Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you've been well. We're here, one of my favorite videos to make. Truck gear, little bit of winter flair in it though. As you guys know, I live in the mountains of Colorado, so I always kind of have winter-ish gear ready and at hand. Quick change if you saw, well actually, I'm doing these all out of order. I was filming the outro to my Weekenderlander video, but that video is actually gonna go up right after this truck gear video. But I'll just say in both videos, I guess. So this is a new to me LX570. You guys maybe remember I used to have an LX570. I loved the LX570. It was one of my favorite, maybe my favorite vehicles that I've ever owned. But it was just a little bit too nice. We were kind of abusing it. I was building a house. We were pregnant with, there was a lot of life changes going on. So I sold my old LX in favor of a Sequoia. Got the Sequoia because it's a little cheaper. This is a salvage title Sequoia that I bought for, I bought it in the peak of use, so I'll probably like lose out on this. I don't usually lose out on buying and selling vehicles, but I think I will just because the used car market is way lower now. But anyways, bought that because it kind of fit what we were doing, and it's great. This is for sale, by the way. If you're looking for a 2007 Sequoia, you can find more about this on my channel, and you live in Colorado or are willing to come out and you're shopping for one, immediately let me know because I'm gonna put this up for sale soon. Time belt chains, UBJs, LBJs, like all the preventative. This is good for another 100,000 miles with nothing, maybe brakes and tires or whatever, but solid rig, salvage title, a little bit of a beater, but solid. Anyway, ever since then, this is kind of duplicative of the video, the end of the Weekenderlander video I'm gonna post, but I never necessarily regretted selling my last LX, but I always missed it. So I was always kind of casually shopping for a new one and came across this one, relatively cheap anyway, sub 20 grand. It's, a little beat up, as you can tell, a little beat up here and there, interior a little beat up, but that's what I like. That's what makes me like not feel like it's too nice. Like a shopping cart could hit it, or one of the kids could throw a ball and it hits it, and I don't care as much. So really pretty cheap. Undercarriage is clean. Some recent maintenance, radiator and some other stuff that was done on it that kind of made it appealing. So yeah, I'm gonna build this into just like the family tank, because anytime we go out as a family, I don't want to drive Ashley's RAV4 and my truck back seat's like pretty tight. So we were driving Sequoia. Now it's going to be the LX. So there will be more of that on my channel later, and I will build this into a prepared daily driver. But this is the rig that I'm usually driving when I'm going somewhere and it's just me, which is a lot. And sometimes if it's like Ashley, Cooper, and me, and we need to like go to Home Depot, where I need to get something where I need a truck, we'll drive this. But for the most part, this is kind of my solo driver, 2022 Toyota Tundra. Plenty of info on this on my channel. Breeze through real quick. We got CBI, steel bumpers, front and rear, worn winch, few extra KC highlights, lights, 37-inch Toyo RT trails, Relations race wheels, RR6 17s there, a little bit of a lift, and nice rear bumper. I love this step in the CBI rear bumper. All your sensors and everything, and a Diamondback cover with the Yakima, I forget, Skyline or Skyrise crossbars on there. So that's basically it. A lot of people have asked if I'm gonna put a rack on a Prinsuit. I don't know if I am, just because it's so small and I think it'll look kind of goofy up there. So no rack and no sliders right now, but maybe I'll put sliders on eventually. But that's the truck, and we're mostly talking about what I keep in it. So I don't know, maybe we start on the outside. Cardboard box left over from my Weekenderlander. I have a little tool roll here. This is all safe and secure under the Diamondback cover, which I love because I can just leave stuff in the bed and just not ever worry about it. Oops, some old socks. These cargo buckle tie-down straps, everyone should buy these. Everyone in the world. The only thing to not like is they're only 6 feet long, so if you need longer ones, you chain some together. I actually have longer straps in there. But man, these are great, and I have a huge coupon code with them. It's like 20% off or something. So I will link to everything I talked to down below. But bed pretty much open, can haul stuff on top, long stuff on the racks through the window, or this cracked up, sticking out the tailgate, whatever I want to do. Then the beauty of this system for an everyday driver type of setup, for a prepared everyday driver setup is, let's just go through it all. I have tons of gloves. I just kind of keep a whole pack in here in case, you know, I'm helping someone move or just need extra gloves or need to hand a pair out or whatever. Extra hitch pin I always keep in here, some little Allens and specific tools to various Yakima racks and whatnot. Tape measure. I got a little set of bolt cutters, pair of longer ratchet straps here. In here, max tracks always on hand, shovel, axe, some random spools of paracord, a couple more tie downs. Yeah, it's the Fisker's axe over there. I do have a heavy duty like waxed jacket underneath just to kind of keep things from sliding around, but extra jacket under there if I needed. Other side, tire repair kit. This is a chair that if you watch The Weekenderland or actually use that. Some shackles, soft shackles in here. This is a snatch strap, soft shackles. That's like a cheapy one. I use these all the time and just tear through them and abuse them. These have great reviews on Amazon though, and I've actually have really good experience with them. So not the super expensive, excellent Factor 55, though if I was just like building a dedicated off-road rig and I just wanted like one really, really good strap. But I have these straps in every vehicle, I have them all over. I use them to move this shipping container, dragging it around the yard with that excavator, and I've just like eaten through a bunch of them. So anyway, I just have a bunch of them in hand. I can't afford to buy all super nice ones. So that's what I have back here, and what I love dailying a truck because you don't have this kind of awesome storage space for all of this stuff just kind of tucked out of the way, and really like the whole bed is still usable. SUVs suck for that. So I love my bed setup, still absolutely love this for a daily driver. Just all the stuff you can keep in there, and it essentially just takes up no space. It's amazing. So we got the small back seat here. And when I say small, I mean tiny. So I usually just kind of have some junk, gloves, towels, rags. For winter specifically, I always keep an extending snow broom. I don't know where I got this, Costco or something maybe. This rotates, so you can use it this way or you can use it this way. This thing extends out, 51-inch reach, and that's just important. Has a scraper on it. When you're in the winter, you want to be able to get snow off your car. You want to get it off the roof too. You want to get it off of everything because you don't want to cause hazards for other drivers, and then you obviously want your own visibility. So this tool is hugely important to keep in your vehicle during the winter, not just at home, because you may go out, unexpected snowstorm, you may need to help other people clear off the cars, whatever. Just keep that in the car. I could probably actually keep it in the bed of the truck to get it out of this back seat. This is an old Vertex rain shell that I kind of always keep in here. I think I usually actually have that under the seat, but it probably fell out. This is like a cool jacket that I like, kind of I forget what it's called, but I'll link it down below if I remember. And then I keep this just kind of as a seat protector, but also it's a towel, like a Turkish towel. You know, I should just cut these little dangly things off. I don't like them, but can kind of be used as a blanket, can be used as a towel, seat protector. I love multi-use gear like that. I totally forgot. That's crazy. I totally forgot behind this back seat. So I actually have two med kits. So I could actually trim down and move one of these into another vehicle, but I have a Dark Angel medical kit, first aid, IFAK here, tourniquets, shears, everything you need. Little compact backpack. This is like a backpack in a bag, super cheap on Amazon. I have a get home bag, but if I'm with like Ashley or whatever and we need to grab some more gear or any reason, any reason you need an extra backpack, I love having one of these extra super compact bags in there. And not a whole lot of space back here, so I just got a couple extra orange vests. Orange vests come in handy for all kinds of stuff. I don't want to abuse the orange vest, but just Google and you'll see that you can do things with a vest on that you wouldn't be able to do without a vest. But I keep them in here if I need to change a tire, like, you know, in kind of a sketchy part, I want to be able to be seen, or if I need to walk home or do something and I want to be seen. Vests are obviously great. And then a little road flare over there. I think that is another toe strap that I forgot I had. It's never bad to have two toe straps, so I just got to remember that I have that behind the seat, and then kind of jack, and I think I have another soft shackle on that side. I love trucks. You don't get this kind of storage space, and this is again, small Tundra backseat. There's even more room in the big Tundra backseat. You might not get that if you have the JBL audio. I'm guessing there's a sub back there. I don't have that. So anyway, under the seats is my favorite thing. This is very specifically, one of the reasons I didn't get the hybrid, because the hybrid, you have batteries here and you lose all of this storage capacity. Where would I put this then? Where would I put this? Tell me. I don't know, but I love it here. This is a Vertex Integrity Plus P jacket, the warmest, lightest, like super versatile, one of my favorite jackets. So I keep an extra one. Well, I'll start on this side and work that way. So full get home bag. This is, I'm actually gonna do I've been talking about it for a while. I'm gonna do a new get home bag video, but this is full bag, full get home bag here. I may, you know, depending on the scenario, grab some stuff out of here and throw it. So I try to never fully fill up my get home bags. I try to leave space for other stuff, but get home bag, man, that fits under the seat with all of this other stuff. So like I said before, second, Dark Angel medical IFAK, just like a toe strap, doesn't hurt to have two of those on hand. A jet boil, which you'll see I used in the latest Weekender lander. Extra pair of winter gloves. So I have like two, usually in the winter, I'll have like two sets. Just, again, redundancy. One maybe gets wet. Maybe I'm with Ashley, need to throw her a pair. Two is one is none. You know, I don't really, whatever that saying is. Some items, not a bad idea to have two on hand. Fire extinguisher, some wet wipes, some extra just rags, towels, microfiber cloths. This is an extra metal cup, so I could boil water or whatever in this. And then I always keep one bottle of water. I crack the top and squeeze it down a little bit so when it freezes, if you're in an area that it'll freeze, especially in the winter, it doesn't burst and spill water all over the place. And then super important thing here, this is a jump starter. This one specifically is a Fantic T8. I've had a bunch of different jump starters through the years. I've been really happy with this company. They actually saw me use their products in a video a long time ago and reached out and asked if I need anything else. So they sent a couple others out. I keep this strap on here just so I can remember. The better jump starters, you can do it on a fully dead battery, and some jump starters won't. If they don't detect enough voltage, they won't do anything. But the good ones have a forced mode. So I keep this on here just because it tells you the forced mode is basically press two buttons at the same time for 3 seconds, and then it goes into a forced jump start mode. Make sure you get one like that. This one's been great. It's relatively compact, but can start everything in the fleet. It has basically, sorry, a little hard one-handed, but it has jumper cable, you know, alligator clips that plug in here. And the nice thing I like about it is you don't have to, you know, get your engines close enough and have jumper cables. You just take this to wherever, you know, especially if the other car is parked in a weird spot, or if you're by yourself, then you can always jump yourself. Awesome. Does have some flashy lights. and it is also can be used as a battery pack. So you can charge it with USB Type-C, and this can actually charge your cell phone or other device or whatever. So if you have this, you don't really need to carry around an extra battery. So I keep these in every vehicle, hugely important. I think they're having a Black Friday sale. And then while we're on the topic, even though I've bought these in the past, they did send me this that I've used quite a bit. This is actually a second one I have, but this is like a new colorway or something. What this is a inflator. Again, super compact, and it has a little hose so you can inflate your tires, obviously, and then it has a little needle so you can inflate balls or whatever. The thing I like about this, again, battery power, charge it with USB. It can be used as its own battery pack, but it's super portable. Are you going to use these to air up and down 37s on the trail? Absolutely not. But use it to top off tires if you have a slow leak that you need to top off, or if you got a nail in it and you need to use your tire repair kit and then inflate like one tire, no problem. But this is not intended to be like a replacement for onboard air. It's relatively, can inflate a bunch of 37-inch tires. But I use it to inflate bike tires, to inflate balls, to do all kinds of stuff. So yeah, those two things back there as well. Again, link to all this stuff down below. Some Peak meals, actually used once. I need to restock that. This right here, another really important thing. I have it written on the top, washer fluid. So this is the purple stuff. It's good down to like -30 or something. I've been in situations where the normal cold weather blue stuff like freezes, honestly. So I get the best cold weather stuff I can get. And the reason I have that, in a little bottle here is this is just like my emergency if I haven't checked or if I'm just going through it and I'm on the highway. If you've ever been on the freeway with just like mag chloride and salt and dirt and mud getting flung up on your windshield in traffic, you go through a lot of windshield washer fluid. And if you run out, you're going to have a really, really bad time. So this is kind of emergency. Always try to stay topped off on washer fluid, just like gasoline. A little tarp if I need to get under the car or do something, or need a little shelter or whatever. Little cheapy tarp, always good to have. I forgot. I have too much redundancy maybe. I forgot about those things I have behind the seat. So this is another one of those backpacks that kind of folds into itself in a zipper. This is a balaclava with a pair of ski goggles. This is actually a Grail water filter, so it's more of a deep survival item, but I had the room under the seat for that water bottle. Got a couple top ramens, quick energy, easy snack, an extra beanie. Over there, I think I have some trash bags and some Ziploc bags under those boots, but these are an old pair of boots. I talked about it in the video, I talk about it a lot. Especially relevant in the winter. I always try to wear appropriate foot gear when I'm out and about, because you never know when you're gonna break down. There's gonna be a traffic jam, blizzard, whatever, and you're gonna need to walk, or you're gonna need to help someone get unstuck. You need to do something outside. So if you're wearing Crocs to the store in the winter, in the snow, make sure you have a backup pair of boots. But I always try to wear appropriate footwear, but in case I'm caught out and I'm not wearing appropriate foot gear, or maybe I was at a wedding and I wore like nice shoes or something, backup pair of boots. Backup pair of boots always, whether you got to hike home, whether you got to go in the snow or whatever. Tucked in the boots, I have an extra pair of socks. I have some hand warmers. I have gaiters. Gaiters, another one, especially in the winter, hugely important. Gaiters are basically the ankle things that keep snow from getting into your boots. If you get snow in your boots, you're gonna have a bad day. And I think I have like another pair of like kind of fleece or wool gloves in there. Behind the seat on this side, just kind of like jack and tire changing things. And then there's not as much room under the back seat here. I have an extra hat. I have kind of, like a boonie hat as well. And then I have an old pair of snowboard pants. These old pair of snowboard pants kind of have the gaiters built in too. If you can, I always prefer getting like wintry snowboard pants that have the built-in gaiters as well. Way better for trekking through the snow. Extra layer of insulation in here, obviously, and if you're in a storm or you need to walk any amount of distance, very important. We do have the factory Toyota first aid kit under there as well. So a ton of stuff under this back seat, and it's not even like filled to the brim I could still fit more stuff under there if I wanted to, but that's basically everything I need. Oh, this is actually, sorry, feels like a sponsored video or something. They sent me the air compressor, the tire inflator out, and then also this little vacuum cleaner, which is actually pretty nice. I brought it out here because I was gonna kind of vacuum off my floor mats and stuff, but battery powered little device, has, you know, different attachments, hoses, things like that. All this stuff, I think I said earlier, all this stuff I think is on sale right now, like Black Friday sale. Under the seat, I don't think I have anything. I have some wipes under my driver's seat and a radio that I still need to install. Kind of like wearing appropriate footwear, I always try to bring water with me, even if I'm not thirsty or whatever. Maybe I'll be out and it ends up taking longer, or I'll end up, you know, just water is always good to have. So I always try to have more water with me. Glove box, not anything too fancy. Some more wet wipes. I have some extra batteries, charging cables, utensils, kind of a little boo-boo kit in here. Oh, we've got some flossers too, you know, in case you go out somewhere and you get some corn on the cob and you need an emergency floss. This is some ibuprofen, diphenhydramine, or Benadryl, and insurance. Basically, nothing too crazy in there. Usually I won't have much stuff. Pair of sunglasses, a little GMRS radio. In here, basically snacks, pair of old headphones in case I need to take a call on the road or whatever. I like using that rather than just like the Bluetooth audio. A couple extra flashlights in here, Sharpies, pens, charging cables, a little Bic lighter. We have a Benchmade, I think this is a mini Adamus, or maybe a full size. Yeah, actually a full size Adamus, just kind of a heavy duty knife, extra knife I had around. I like knives, so might as well have an extra. And then I got a Gerber in here just because it has the bits integrated. This is a center drive in like OD. I really do like the center drives for if you have to do any like screwdriver tasks, obviously. Some gum, some sunscreen, little liquid IV, Zip Fizz, some hand sanitizer, some napkins. And then this is actually a false, I'll link to, again, I think I've said this like a dozen times, I'll link to everything, but this is kind of a false floor. So there's a whole other compartment underneath that I keep, you know, some other stuff. And then in my vehicles, I always try to keep some extra like trash bags. These are, you know, just like grocery bags in case, you know, you need to pick up your dog's poop and you don't have poo bags, or you just need to pick up some trash, or someone's really sick, you need to give them a little barf bag. Just, you know, keep those. And then I think the only remaining stuff is I always keep a little cash in case, little, you know, in gas stations, card machine isn't down or whatever, you know, always good to have some gas or some cash. Actually, I forgot, I have some extra earplugs in the glove box, but I have a set here. I forget, there's some situation where I had wished I had these and I didn't have them, so then I just started throwing like some extra sets places. Extra beanie, little pair of mechanics, headlamp, another little pair of gloves, pepper spray, because you know my saying, not everyone needs a bullet. I actually have another fire extinguisher down there. I have this, which should actually probably go somewhere where it won't fly out so easily. This is a Rescue Me tool, seatbelt cutter, and glass breaker. In there, another headlamp. Actually, I got 2 headlamps. Shears, little fixed blade knife. I think that's some SOG. Another flashlight. Construction pencil, actually. Another knife, Benchmade. Another multi-tool. Yeah, I got a lot of redundancy in here. No surprise. Another flashlight. Goodness gracious, more Sharpies. So this is in addition to what I always have on me, which is a flashlight. And recently I've actually been carrying the Arc, the Leatherman Arc. Pretty cool. I haven't tried to break the wire cutters on this yet, but I hear there is a fatal flaw with these wire cutters to where they break super easy. But I really like this. And then I keep a little American flag sunshade under the seat. So that's about it. Obviously a ton of gear, and kind of going through it myself, I'm realizing I probably don't need 6 flashlights and 14 knives and 3 multi-tools. Doesn't hurt, but you don't need that much stuff. I'm obviously a heavy gear guy, and I honestly just didn't realize I had all that kind of stuff. You know, it's just, I'll get an extra knife, be like, oh, I'm gonna throw this in the truck and forget I have another knife in there. So anyway, that's the setup for kind of my winter EDC setup. I'll probably, once I have the LX style, because I'm gonna basically have 2 sets, I'll do a video on that as well. The plan right now is kind of like wheels, tires, roof rack, maybe a front bumper, maybe AHC lift. I'm probably, because SUV storage sucks so bad, like pretty much all SUVs, to where if you want to carry that much stuff in an SUV, you're SOL, or you have a huge Pelican case or bin or something else in the back of your truck. You're eating up tons of space, and then if you're picking up people from the airport or whatever, you need to take that out, and then you're unprepared all of a sudden. So my thought is with the roof rack, I'll put a set of Max Tracks on top of the roof rack, especially because where I live, like I actually use Max Tracks just a fair bit, especially in the winter, and it's oftentimes to help other people get unstuck. But Max Tracks take a lot of space, so I'll probably put those dedicated on the roof rack, and then I think I'll put a double rifle Pelican case, either a Vault or one of the new Airs, or maybe Protect. I'm not sure which one. Kind of gotta size it out, and that I think I'll try to stuff as much gear into that case on the roof as I kind of have in here. So I'll have like a subset of gear, but it won't eat into my cargo room, because the reason that I'd be driving this is because I'm taking the whole family out. I'm picking someone up, or I'm doing something where I need storage. So I don't really want to get an SUV, especially a 3rd row SUV, and just fill the whole thing up with gear, because it kind of becomes impractical to use it like I want to use it. So I'm going to see what kind of solutions I can come up with for that. To do a little differently. Historically, I've just kept a bin. I've just kept a bin in the trunk, and the bin houses most of that stuff. And that's not a bad approach. It's not a bad approach, but there were certainly times when it's like, oh, we got to fit the big stroller, or the wagon, or some other, bunch of stuff, or we're taking a friend, or picking up my parents or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I got to take the bin out because we need to fit stuff. And then like everything is in the bin that's now I don't have with me. So if I need it, it's gone. So I never liked that. So I'll be figuring that out. Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm going to drop a bunch of videos this week. So maybe 3, maybe 4. So yeah. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed it. Sun is setting. You can't really see with this exposure. So it is getting chilly out. We'll sync up again soon. I said it in the outro to my Weekenderlander, but I realized I forgot this video is going live first. Got my driveway paved. Look at this. So much room. This is a wide angle lens, so it probably looked bigger than it actually is, but got the whole area basically between my garage, and this is where my kind of barn shop is going, paved. So be a lot of room for Cooper to learn how to ride bikes, ride his Power Wheels around, have plenty of excess parking for people. So this, I am so happy that this is done, because before this we were just, anytime it rained, snowed, whatever, we're just tracking so much mud. Everything was muddy, mud everywhere. So this is, whoo, I love it. And then also the slab poured here. Again, I talked about this in the outro to the Weekenderlander, but the barn is coming. I bought it as from a company that assembles it. So they're gonna come, they're gonna put it up in a week. The shell of the building will be up. It'll be up by the first week of December. So then I'll be able to work on stuff in there through the winter. I don't know. I'm getting into rambling now. I'll talk more on all this stuff later. All right, guys. Until next time, take care.